Okay, so having just solved every airplane for the Father, I want to solve every airplane pilot now. Because pilot just adds gorgeous sixes to the Trinity glorifying six-fast offset already in Father owning every airplane. Okay, so watch this. We're solving every airplane pilot to the glory of the Father. Well, it's so beautiful because I'm actually just going to copy this and just start fresh down here. And we're going to get to Houston after this. Houston parallels Father flawlessly, and that is, of course, the site of the Apollo space rockets that reached the moon. But airplane pilot. So look at how airplane pilot glorifies Father, because look, pilot is just pure sixes from the inside out. It's very beautiful. So an L is 12, double 6. And then an IO is 24, double that. Another 12 on top. And then a PT is 36, another 12 on top. Okay? So what we already solved for the Father for airplane is just boosted higher when you talk about an airplane pilot. Okay, so Father owns every airplane. He owns every airplane pilot. Okay, while the Trinity is maximally glorified. And then this gets just as good when you talk about the co-pilot, because talk about more sixes. The CO adds another 18, triple six to the party for the Trinity. So now you have the airplane co-pilot will still parallel Father in its offset of threes and sixes galore. Like, remember, airplane was exactly 18 points, triple six higher than Father. Offsets of sixes from Father are king to glorify the Trinity. But then now you've just added, 18, 36, 24, and 12. Just this gold mine of sixes here. 90 in total, so that an airplane co-pilot and airplane pilot are just massive to declare Father. Okay? And they truly are the Father figures of the aircraft. Like, you don't want that plane to be flying without the pilot or the co-pilot. Now, this is also very cool because most of the time they will put it on autopilot, and the word auto divides by 3. Okay? Just like co. And so when they put on the autopilot, that still divides by 3. And so airplane autopilot maintains the offset from Father, the name above all names. Okay, so there you go. God the Father, the name above all names, takes the glory for the chiefest of everything. Houston, we have a problem. So Houston parallels Father perfectly with the 3 plus 2 is a single plus 1. The rest of the letters divided by 3. In fact, Houston is equals Holy Father because it's the offset of 60. Father plus 60. It's very, very fabulous. And I wonder if you can find that Holy Father in there. That would be quite an interesting discovery. What's a T in 34 plus H? 42? I don't know if you can split it like that. 63. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just poking around here. Oh yeah, there it is. Wow, I just found Holy Father in Houston. And it did not disappoint. I'm going to make a gorgeous painting here. It's going to blow your mind. So Houston is, of course, the site of the rocket launch that put man on the moon. And it was ordained to the glory of the Holy Father. Okay, so it's all for the Father, the name above all names. But look, at the dead center of Houston is Holy. And then flanking that is flawlessly Father. And in a gorgeous design, if I may be so... let's hold on. 42 plus 12. Sorry. Father love. Holy love. Well, let me preach on that no matter what. My math was a bit off. Literally that equals Houston is 12. Father equals love Father. Excuse me. So we'll have to do, but might as well complete what I've just found here, just for extra bonus points, if you will. So Houston equals holy love. That's pretty awesome. And where that all... hold on. Yeah, there's your 60. What am I missing here? Man, my math is really off all of a sudden. 112, 42 plus 12. Father love. Ay, ay, ay. Clear the table. Clear the table. Houston equals love Father, the greatest commandment. Okay, let's get that straight. Yes, Houston equals love Father. So now can you find the two components? Yeah, it's not that hard. There's love right there, the famous STO. This is the famous love at the center of history, STO. And then the rest equals Father. Okay. Is there any other way to do that? I doubt it. TN. I don't think so. You can do the ST other route, but that's fine. Okay. And amazingly, when you add Texas to the party, Texas equals Jehovah. And so Houston, Texas, the offset from Father, is going to be precisely 127. Yeah, just double check this. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, more threes. All right. We have liftoff. We plus one. That's easy. That's literally a 1, 2, 3 combo. Okay. That was awesome. Okay. So that was awesome, solving auth, Father, and airplane flawlessly. Is there anything else that we want to talk about that is above other things? Quite a simple one that's on top. The food is on top of your plate. Plate equals love. Food is plus one for Father, 40. That's very obvious. Okay, I'm just about ready to take a break. I've been going at this straight. I wouldn't mind just quickly see if I can poke into the Houston space launch for the Apollo. It was Apollo 11. I believe. Yeah. So what's more important, the launch or the landing? This is so cool. Because the launch is +2 for Christ, and then the landing, God saves the best for last, is this is so cool. And they talk at the lunar landing. So very obvious, Father. Landing is 3 points over Father. And then so lunar landing just adds more sixes. That's amazing. And then the is 33, which pairs with the 3 to make more sixes, so the lunar landing is flawless for Father. And and then he set foot. Set foot. Father, set a letter, set foot equals 100, like that actual moment. And his name was Neil, which is Father, 40. And, okay. So here's the liftoff of Apollo 11. But really, you should, the landing. And what was the first famous word of him when he set foot on the moon? Well, the first word was one, which parallels Father. One small step for man. And the last word also parallels Father. And this is all threes here. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And then leap is +1, this is +1, this is divides by 3. So, amazingly, the famous phrase from Neil Alden Armstrong in The Sovereignty of God is precisely this. It is a +1 offset for the Father. It equals, with the major words, the first, being the +1 offset. One small step for man, one giant leap for man, and then kind hooks up like Christ and the Father together to make a gorgeous 3-fest 66 no less. But I'm here to preach that the whole thing from the first word is glorifying Father, the name above all names. The man's name who spoke those words is Neil, which equals 40, Father minus 18. This whole offset is gorgeous sixes from Father as well. 342 plus another 42. 342 plus 42 is going to be, of course, 384 points divided by 6 from Father. Father is Father. So that's how it works. It's all for the Father. Everything in world history, including the lunar landing. So I'm just looking at the, oh yeah, and I'm just looking at the Apollo 11 space launch, and just now I'm scooping up more gems because Cape is +1. So is Kennedy. So Cape Kennedy is where this all happened. Cape Kennedy, Father. Ha! And look at the obvious in Cape Kennedy, just like in the design of Father. So glaring. Here's all the +2 letters. Disturbingly, they're all in order near the center. I've never seen that. Wow, I've never seen something like this. God had something special in mind when he ordained Cape Kennedy. Look at that. That is so ridiculous. Like, by way of comparison with Father, in Father, very similar design, okay, where there's a cluster, like all the +2 numbers are in a row in Father and in Cape Kennedy, and then there's 1 + 1 in Father, which is the A, and then there's all these +1s in Cape Kennedy, and then the remainder letters divide by 3. Okay, very obvious, isn't it? The name above all names that takes the glory for Cape Kennedy, which is the launch site of the great Apollo 11 that reached the moon, and that is so glaring it's not even funny, while the Trinity is maximally glorified. Father, the name above all names, owns Cape Kennedy. Just like he owned Kitty Hawk, as we solved in, I'm just going to let that foam go for a little bit here. Now, so that is amazing. And what I do want to point out is the number of letters that are +2 here is precisely, here it's 6 letters, which is 3 over top of this. And then in green, Team Green, there are 4 +1s, which is precisely 3 over top of this. So you've just added 3 to each of those teams, and then letters that divide by 3. So Father owns Cape Kennedy. And that is, of course, the site of the liftoff of Apollo 11, which ultimately landed man on the moon. And of course, Neil, parallels Father, is the one who landed first on the moon, and then Edwin is also +1, and then Michael Collins. You can get them all together and all this stuff. But let's just relive a little bit. And then I marvel. This is similar to my birthplace because Florida is +2. It's like my birthplace of Langley, BC. So Cape Kennedy knits together with Florida, which parallels Jesus, to make a multiple of 3, and then the United States of America divides by 3. Okay, so let's just watch a little bit here and.
That's the 6-minute mark in our countdown for Apollo 11. Now 5 minutes, 52 seconds and counting. Time at the present time for our planned liftoff of 32 minutes past the hour. Spacecraft test conductor Skip Chilvin now is completed.
We'll just jump ahead to
personnel in the control room. All report they are go for the mission, and this has been reported to the
Interestingly, the words as written, the word sex and mins there are both +1 for Father. Like just what is written, and then in full, it all comes down to seconds, parallels Father. Just like, oh, give me a couple secs. We say Father +1, just like mins. I'm just going to jump ahead.
45, 2 minutes, 44 center at the liftoff. All the second stage time. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
So what I would like to preach on that is that the famous countdown, 3, 2, 1, And the final word is plus, these are both plus ones, these are both plus ones. And then the last three words are all plus one for Father. 2, 1, 0 are all plus one for Father. And then other words that he said in there: ignition, sequence, all, engines, all of these parallel Father, plus one, plus an ignition is amazing. You can take a look at this. Okay, ignition, sequence, all that stuff. And I don't know why I lost sound. Oh yeah.
Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower clear.
And there you go. Okay, so fun stuff. And then the fact that he started at 6 means that there was a total. That's amazing. So cool when you start adding up all the letters. So cool. Plain and simple. Quarters, threes. Very simple. But Father first. Plus one. Okay. So we solved Cape Kennedy for the Father. That was really glaring. And you can skip it more. Fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to take a break.